Short answer, information. The Credit Card Reform Act of 2009 requires companies to create statements in clear English, but I still think that your best bet is to contact each of your creditors and get the following information directly from the CSR. Number 1, the exact balance owed and available credit. Number 2, the monthly required minimum. Number 3, the due date. Number 4, interest rate, especially when there are multiple interest rates. You need to get some clarification. Are any of the rates temporary? If so, when do they expire? What balance is at what rate? What balance gets paid off first if more than the minimum is paid? Number 5, is the interest rate we're paying the lowest available on this card? And number 6, are balance transfers available? Now, you'd only ask that if there's available credit. I always suggest answering the questions in this order, and in the program we explain why. Along the way, you want to clarify you're just gathering information. This keeps you on the phone with the CSR that you called, and these incoming call CSRs tend to be as polite of a group of people as you're likely to encounter and will always offer you the best information they have available. But it will not always be right. If something seems wrong, you may want to clarify the information you've given, but do not argue with the CSR. Do not demand to speak to a supervisor. Simply make certain that you have all the details correct, mark the date and the time, and the name of the CSR, and save it for your next call. Now, you're going to repeat this process for all of your creditors. With this information, we can separate the best cards, the bad cards, and the cards that fall in between. Best cards have lower interest rates, available balances, and balance transfer options. The worst cards have higher interest rates on cards that are at or near their maximum levels. Some cards are going to fall in between these two extremes, but I never move a card out of the worst category if it has a high interest rate. Once you've separated these cards, we're going to try and get the rates lower by starting with the worst cards. We start with these because we care the least about the outcome. Now, I understand that it can be a little distressing to not get good results right out of the gate, but better to fail on cards that you realize are bad than on cards that you hope to keep. You can do this. To access our free training videos on how to lower your credit card interest rates, go to IHateMyCreditCardCompany.com.